Hey St. Matt's Youth, I hope and pray you're doing well. My name's Daniel and I'm going to be sharing a little bit with you this morning. Hoping and praying that this encourages you and just reminds you of how loved you are and how awesome you are. And how you have an amazing opportunity to know God and go deeper in relationship with Him. Hey, I wanted to ask you a question. Have you finished your Christmas chocolate yet? I was always coming to this time of the year, I'm even coming to this time of the year now and thinking, actually, how much more chocolate have I got left? I need to ration it so I can have enough every week to keep on going until Easter. Because at Easter, we have the opportunity to get more chocolate. And that's amazing. I love chocolate. I don't know about you. Maybe you're not so fascinated with chocolate, but yeah, I remember me and my sister always, I think she used to eat chocolate and I used to save the chocolate. So I would always have so much more chocolate than her because I wouldn't eat it. And then I'd have more later. But that was always one of our small rivalries, or something I felt was a rivalry when we were younger. But hey, why am I talking about chocolate now? Hey, there's something which happens before Easter and before we can get chocolate at Easter. And Easter's also about something much more amazing than chocolate. So keep watching these videos and keep asking people if you don't know what is so amazing about Easter. But hey, I wanted to talk to you about Lent. So before Easter, there is Lent. And Lent is a period of fasting. And what is fasting? Fasting is going without something. For example, chocolate. But it could also be something else. Hey, why do we do that? That's a question I want to ask you. And maybe you want to discuss that in your youth time this week, with some friends even. Hey, why do we fast? Why are people fasting? Why do we still do it? In Matthew 4, 1 to 11, Jesus actually goes and fasts for 40 days. And he's even tempted in this time by the devil. And actually, the question is, though, if Jesus did this in the Bible, why is this still relevant for me? What am I going to get from it? Why are we still fasting now? Or why have we still got the opportunity to fast now if we want to? And the answer I would love to also ask you that question. Maybe you want to think about that. I think there's many reasons about why we still fast now. And I think it's a good thing for us to know for ourselves if we're going to fast and why. But one reason, or one thing that I often think is about fasting is I immediately connect it to something or to restricting, to almost removing the fun, to making sure that, I don't know, that I'm suffering a little bit. And actually I've gone a little bit deeper into it, and I feel that actually that's not really the focus of fasting. We don't fast to make ourselves suffer. At least that's not my belief, or how. Apologies if I'm. Feel free to come and write to me and share if I am incorrect or you disagree. But for me, I feel that we fast to focus on God, to go deeper with Him. It's so easy in our world for schoolwork to get in the way, for our chores, for our hobbies, our friendships, WhatsApp, whatever we're doing. It's so easy to be distracted. And actually fasting, when we stop doing something, when I start giving something up, it sometimes creates a room or an area where I can focus on God better. I don't know if you've ever had a friend. I hope you've all had friends. I was thinking about friendships. If I am a really good friend to somebody, how am I going to develop that friendship? How am I going to become that good friend? If I see my friend one time a year, I say, hi, how are you doing? We have our chat, we go home after, or we end our Zoom call in today's environment. And then I don't speak to them for another year. I come back 1 year later and we speak again. And yeah, everything's so much has changed. There's maybe lots of things to catch up on. But I don't really feel close. I don't really feel like that person is my best friend, or that I've got a really deep relationship with that person in most cases. And I think this is a bit the same, similar with our relationship with Jesus. If we talk to Him every day, if we focus on him a lot, our relationship grows so much. We're able to talk to him. We thrive in this relationship. If I only go to him once a month, once a year, maybe on Easter Day, or maybe even twice, maybe on Christmas Day and Easter Day, or on a Sunday, actually, I feel that I'm not growing, and I'm not getting to know Jesus as much as I want to. Because I know that Jesus wants to know me. I know that Jesus wants to know you. And I'm missing out here, actually. And I feel for me, actually, going back to when we we're saying about fasting, actually me giving up something and focusing more on God, focusing more on my relationship with him, maybe spending more time to read the Bible, or even just pray or listen to some worship music, makes such a difference to the relationship I have with him. It gives me an opportunity to talk, to relate to him, and to move forward, and also to grow. Maybe I've got questions on my heart. Maybe you have questions on your heart about all sorts of things in life. I don't know anybody who's got all the answers. If you find the person, let me know. I would love to meet them. But hey, God has these answers, and it's an amazing opportunity for us to go and bring these questions that we've got to him. Ask him about things that we've maybe never thought about. Bring things to him. And I would say that actually, as we go back and we think about fasting, it's really cool if we can give something up, if we can do something, if we can take something up. But the key focus is to say, hey, how can I go deeper with Jesus? How can I grow my relationship in this season? And that even though maybe there's going to be temptations which come, especially if I'm giving something up, maybe I'm going to give up chocolate, and I'm going to be tempted, I'm going to want to eat chocolate. But actually, through that time, if I can focus on God, and even if I don't focus on God and I even fail, actually, that I can still go to God and develop my relationship, continue focusing, continue trusting him, and continue just to grow with him. I'd love to encourage you to think about think about fasting. I'd love for you to think about Lent. What does that mean to you? Do you want to know Jesus more? Do you feel you know him already? I don't know where you're at with your relationship with Jesus, or even if you know him at all. But I want to tell you that Jesus wants to know you. He loves you, he cares for you, and he wants a relationship with you. He doesn't want to just meet you at youth group or on a Sunday for church, or when you listen to worship music or anything like this. He wants to meet you every moment, all the time. He wants to do life with you. His Spirit, in the same way as he went with Jesus into the wilderness, goes with you today. And I just wanted to encourage you and just invite you to think about fasting now, to think about how can you focus on Jesus more? How can you invest in this relationship? Or if you don't have a relationship with God, to ask him about it. Maybe this is a good question to bring up at youth and ask about it. Yeah, ask about it. Ask your youth leaders, ask other people around you, hey, how do you know? How do you have a relationship with Jesus? What is it like? How can I go deeper in it? Finally, my last question for you is, if you are going to give us something up, what are you going to give up? I have some ideas. I had some really cool things a few days ago where someone told me that after they got back from work or school, finished their schoolwork, instead of turning the TV on, they just they turn that time with God, or they just won't turn on the TV when they get back from work or whatever they're doing. I was like, wow, that's really hard. I'm so easy to come back or finish work. The first thing I do is I just put on the TV, almost to get some noise or to try and fill the time. But actually, maybe to use that time, maybe you could, to use that time to follow and to focus on God more. Hey, I don't know what you want to fast, if you want to fast at all. But either way, you are invited to fast. You are invited to a relationship with Jesus. And I hope and pray you have a super week. And thank you for listening. I hope and pray, it's an awesome one. Bye.